If you love to read and you love books, we have this amazing program that we're going to share with you.
It's all about preserving history, and here to tell us more about it is New York Times bestselling author Steve Berry. Thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so can you just start out with the Adopt a Book program? What is it? How do people get involved?
Smithsonian libraries, there's 20 of them scattered all over the museums and research facilities, a library in each one, and we have about 2 million objects in the Smithsonian Libraries. I serve on the Smithsonian Libraries Advisory Board. Adopt a Book is where you can adopt a book and preserve it. It becomes your book. You get your nameplate in the front. It's yours. You can come visit it. You can bring people to come see it.
So cool.
It's all kinds of stuff. It's really neat. And we have a program of that. We have several hundred books that need adopting, and that what you're basically doing is paying for their preservation.
Okay.
It's like Adopt a Highway.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Are there any that you've done this with?
I had 4.
Okay,
I had 4. The best one I did was an original Galileo. It was an original book from Galileo. It was in very poor condition, and we restored it, and it's in good shape. Now it has my little name tag in front of it.
So you get like a little bit of credit for the book.
Yeah, it's like my child. I can come visit it and see it, and the Adopt a Book program is something that we do in the libraries, and if anybody wants to adopt a book, they can go to the Smithsonian Libraries website and check it out.
How did you become enamored with the Smithsonian Institution Libraries?
They called one day and said, would you like to serve on the advisory board? Really, it just came out of nowhere. I thought that'd be great. And so I've served on it now 4 years, and I enjoy it very much. And what we do is we help maintain them. The libraries are free. Smithsonian charges nothing to ever use anything there. So we have to raise about $1.5 million every year to keep the doors open. A lot of people think the government pays for the Smithsonian. It only pays about 80% of the Smithsonian. The other 20% has to be raised.
All right, now speaking of books, let's talk about your book that's coming out in April,
Yep.
Lost Order.
Lost Order.
Yeah, so
Pull that up.
Which deals with the Smithsonian.
it kind of comes full circle.
Yeah, I've always wanted my recurring hero, Cotton Malone. I've done this will be his 13th adventure, and I've wanted to do the Smithsonian for some time, and I finally came up with a clever story from the Civil War dealing with the most. It was the largest, most dangerous, subversive organization in American history, and it's real.
Wow.
And it's called the Knights of the Golden Circle, and they existed. And so I've woven a tale around that. We're dealing with Cotton Malone, and something very interesting from the Smithsonian that's real, too.
Where do you do your research for something like that?
Amazingly, about a mile from where we're sitting right here. It's a place called the Chamblin Book Mine. It's right around the corner here. It used to be right here, in fact, right down in this area, but it moved over there about 30 years ago. And I go over there, and that's where I do all of my research just about. I've bought hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books over there.
Now, when you say you do your research, this is all history books, or do they have all kinds?
He has everything over there. It take you a couple of days to go through it. That's how large it is. But the history section, there's probably 5,000 to 10,000 volumes in the history section alone. I go in there, I go for what I'm looking for. Like here, I went and I looked for everything I could on the Civil War, the era I was looking at. I buy them. I buy 300-400 books. I take them home and I start going through them and do the research.
Wow.
Do you read all of the books?
I don't read every page, but I read large chunks of 300 to 400 books. Yes, I do. And then I take them back when I'm done. He gives me credit, and we start all over again.
I start the whole process
start all
over.
over.
And we were talking earlier about your process of how you write a book a year.
Yep.
I beyond mind blown.
Publishers have a horrible rule. They won't change it. They won't give you a check unless you give them a book. So I have to give them that book every year in order to get paid, because this is my living now. So I set myself up a schedule of one a year, and I can stick to it. And luckily, I'm okay. I'm for the next few years.
Nice,
That's
nice.
great.
Now, how can our audience help Smithsonian Institution Libraries?
If they're interested in the Adopt a Book program, we're having a big gala on the night of November 16th at the Smithsonian Castle. Anybody who wants to come, they're welcome to come. You can find all about that and the Adopt a Book program at Smithsonian Libraries, at the website for Smithsonian Libraries.
And that website's on our website, rivercitylivetv.com. Just click on the As Seen on RCL link. You'll find out more about the Smithsonian Institution Libraries. And Steve Berry, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here.
We'll have more River City Live when we come back.